I have just finished watching WWE Money in the Bank, and what a show it was. Guys, welcome back to today's video on the channel, and if this seems a little rushed, it kinda is, because I'm producing this right after Baron Corbin has just won the Money in the Bank briefcase. And people on Twitter, they're giving their opinions right now about, oh, Corbin doesn't deserve it. I hate Corbin. And some people, like me, are like, this is awesome. Corbin has the briefcase, future WWE champion. So, yes, let's begin. Let's begin with the beginning of the show. And the beginning of the show, we had the pre-show, which, of course, that's called the beginning of the show, the pre-show. Anyways, it was the Hype Bros going 2-on-2 with... Who did they go against again? They went against the Colognes. And that match, it was Zack Ryder's return match. The Hype Bros looked good, and the Hype Bros won. Which I'm definitely a fan of. The Hype Bros are one of my favorite tag teams on SmackDown, I must say. And they defeated the Colognes. Hopefully, I think Zack Ryder, he won a Battle Royal on SmackDown Live when he got injured to be the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. So, I think they should be the #1 contenders for the tag titles right now. That's how it should work, but I don't think that's how the WWE is going to recognize the Hype Bros. But down the line, hopefully the Hype Bros get a tag team championship shot. Maybe at at SummerSlam, this match could happen. The Hype Bros versus the Usos. Let's see it. But then on the regular show, we kicked off with a bang with the women's Money in the Bank briefcase Money in the Bank match. And it had Carmella, Tamina, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and... Okay, wow, I'm distracted. Charlotte... Alright, let's count. Charlotte, Becky... Who's the other person? Charlotte, Becky, Carmella, Tamina, and Natalya. And this match, I didn't get to see the beginning of it, but I think this match was great for a first women's Money in the Bank match. James Ellsworth pulled down the briefcase and gave it to Carmella, meaning Carmella wins. Now, I like it how the first women's Money in the Bank match, a man pulls down the briefcase. Man pulls down the briefcase. That's that's weird. But I think Carmella should be the winner. I mean, there's not a lot of controversy with that. There shouldn't be. I mean, Carmella is the first woman to have the briefcase. Therefore, she should be the winner. I don't see why people are arguing that. I get how that's cheap. It's a cheap win, but I don't get why they would consider reversing that decision. But it was a cheap victory for Carmella and James Ellsworth. So Carmella is the new women's Money in the Bank holder, briefcase holder. And then we had the Tag Team Championships for SmackDown Live, the New Day versus the Usos. And it was a pretty good match up until the Usos just bailed out and won, or they retained their tag titles, but they lost via countout. So the championship advantage means that the Usos retain the titles. And I don't think that's a good way to go out of a match, but good heel moves by the Usos, and the Usos are still your tag team champions. Then we had Lana versus Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship. This match, you can tell Lana still inexperienced, and thank God Naomi won, but Carmella interfered in the middle of the match. She was thinking about cashing in her women's Money in the Bank contract. That did not end up happening, which I like. I like how both winners of the Money in the Bank briefcase still have the briefcase the night after Money in the Bank. Just remember last year when Dean Ambrose cashed in his Money in the Bank contract on the same day that he won it. So that's good. Naomi, still champion. Thank God Lana didn't win. That would have been a disaster if Lana had won the WWE Women's Championship. And then we saw Maria Kanellis return to the WWE with Mike Kanellis, aka Michael Bennett, aka Mike Bennett from TNA. And I don't know, their gimmick, I don't like their gimmick that much. I know they're heels and stuff, but I mean, I hate them. I don't like them. So, good heel heat. Speaking of heel heat, Jinder Mahal defends his WWE Championship against Randy Orton. And Mahal, he had got some heel heat in this match. Mahal, definitely the Singh brothers did get some heat by taking Bob Orton. That was pretty good heel heat. And the match itself was great. Randy Orton was very emotional. The RKO on the announce table was just splendid. Splendid RKO. I love when Randy Orton back suplexes the Singh brothers on the announce table. He just throws them up there. It's funny. I love it. But Randy Orton was too distracted by the Singh brothers, and Jinder Mahal took advantage when Randy Orton came back into the ring. Jinder Mahal hit his Cobra Clutch Slam? That's what I'm going to call it. The Cobra Clutch Slam. And he pinned Randy Orton for the 1, 2, and 3. So, the show so far, at that point, was pretty good. I liked the show. But then we got to the Money in the Bank matchup for the WWE Championship. What a match it was. Kevin Owens. Weird attire. I like the red and blue wrist tape and the red and blue kick pads. It's kind of flashy. Makes him look kind of like a Superman. But I don't know. It's different from any other attire. You wouldn't have alternating colors for wrist tape and stuff. Kevin Owens just defied that logic. And also during Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance, Baron Corbin interfered and started beating up Shinsuke Nakamura, and Nakamura was taken out for a lot of the match. That definitely gave Baron Corbin some heel heat. The heel heat that he's always generated because he's such a great heel. Baron Corbin is awesome. And so the match begins. What a match it was, back and forth. Didn't it go, I think it went for like 45 minutes, I'd like to say. And AJ Styles hanging from the ceiling with the briefcase, that was kind of scary. What a moment it was. Just falling down. That must have been a very painful for AJ Styles. Also, when Dolph Ziggler got powerbombed from the top of the ladder by Sami Zayn, it was a sunset flip powerbomb. That was brutal. Brutal. And Ziggler was bleeding during that match. That's something. When you bleed during a match, you can tell that it has taken a toll on your body. And in the end, Shinsuke Nakamura came back out, attacked Baron Corbin, and then face-to-face, Shinsuke Nakamura faced off against AJ Styles, bringing back their I think it was WrestleCade. I forgot what it was called. WrestleCade 15, I think. They had a great match on New Japan, and so they brawled it out. It was so epic with Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles going back and forth. And so AJ Styles then got the upper hand and went to go climb up the Money in the Bank ladder. The ladder of the Money in the Bank briefcase matchup. I'm just completely misidentifying everything that I'm talking about. Sorry about that. I can't do a second take. I don't have time to do a second take. And so AJ Styles climbs up the briefcase, and then Shinsuke Nakamura climbs up the other side. And so both men are on top of the ladder, about to grab the briefcase. But then Baron Corbin comes out of nowhere and just pushes both men off the ladder, and then he climbs the ladder, grabs the briefcase, and the crowd goes nuts. They are so confused. What the heck? Baron Corbin? Really? I love this. Baron Corbin is your Money in the Bank holder, and he is going to be the future WWE Champion. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, see you guys in the next video. See you.